Hey, welcome back everybody. Sign here again with another episode of Hoarder's Delight 2. And, well, been doing a few things off camera. Found some new toys. It's always fun, right? But one of the first things is the lag master, or monster, what do you want to call it over here? It's bad enough even the beacons can't display through it, right? This is my LP farm. 2 layers of cursed earth, plus a problem with loot bags teleporting up, plus a powered spawner featuring pink slimes. Right, and we come on down here. That is the Well of Suffering ritual, right? And that's essence being fed by the sewer here. Because I could not remember if these things would do experience or not. They do not do experience. They do, however, still drop items. So all I have it doing right now is just feeding my orb, which in turn keeps the ritual running. It takes 2 LP per cycle, I think it is. But every mob it hurts gives you 1 LP. So every time you hear him take damage, that's 2 LP. Bup, bup, bup. Right? I think it's like every half a second. However, every mob that gets hit by that gives you 1 LP back. So if there's only one around while you're losing LP, you got 2 mobs surviving at the time. Well, now you're breaking even. Cursed Earth Farm, where you can have 80 or so mobs going at once, yeah, you end up with a lot of LP. And then I have it feeding into a QDS as well. I mean, this thing's full to the brim, well, as full as it can be right now. And there is a problem though. Blood altars, even with this is pressurized fluid conduit, which I should probably do something about. Let me take care of these loot bags. I doubt hooking up a different conduit will make a difference, but I guess it's worth a shot, right? So give me, let's say, an ender fluid, right? There we go. It's supposed to be the best of the best, right? Extracts 200 millibuckets per tick. Max IO is 800 millibuckets per tick. Allows, or instant fluid teleportation allows multiple fluids to be transported in the same line, which is kind of cool, right? I mean, if you're doing a lot, which I will be shortly, with I'll be getting further into Ender IO. It's nice. I mean, really nice to compact everything down. So there it is. And you do a max extract to 100 millibuckets per tick, max in IO and out 400 millibuckets per tick, right? All right, now let's see if I can find this in my QDS. Here we go. Life essence. Yeah, see, oh, because you are not set to, where are you at? There we go. Auto extract. Activate the signal. There we go. A little bit faster, but it's still pretty slow, and that's the blood altar limiting it, not a aspect of the conduit. There's not much you can do for that, except for these guys, runes of dislocation. Each one of these will increase the speed that your blood altar can input / output blood, right? LP. So, we got these things going. We got an interfluid conduit. And this thing may be done by the end of the month. I mean, I think I'm like, what, 12% of the way? So, and it's been running about an hour or so now. It's not a very fast thing to do. I guess I could speed it up using, what would be the best way to do that? A fluid transposer would help quite a bit. But you can fill up buckets of LP, right? So have it set up kind of like this, only instead of it feeding stone normally, which it's out of stone right now, so it's not even trying. Have it set up to feed empty buckets, extract full buckets, fluid transpose, or autonomous activator the blood into like a tank. Pressurized tank from Ender IO can feed it directly into the QDS without need of a conduit or anything, right? I don't know if that would be faster or not. I really don't think it would be, and it's a whole lot of hassle. Or, I can just throw, my greatest ally, time, at this and not worry about it. So we're gonna leave that area for now. Yeah. By the way, you can definitely tell whenever I get far enough away from that. So I'm actually, with this stuff, I'm going through and starting to process my ore, right? And the reason for that is, I think it's time to actually start doing storage instead of just having everything in. Well, right now I have everything in the storehouse and the obsidian chest. That's pretty much it. A couple miscellaneous chests here and there, collecting things as they come out, but that's it. But I want to be able to hook up like even better crafting, thing. So I kind of sort of want a network, drawers that I can then feed everything in and out of the controller like that. So what's going on right now is the white, black, white network, right? That's my, it's kind of like my overflow, right? Everything from the mob farm goes triple red, goes into here. It's a loot bag, which by the way, I filled up 2 filing cabinets with loot bags so far. I really should get busy on processing them, but I haven't yet. So I got 2 of those full, working on a third. If it's not, or if it's a loot bag, it goes in there. If it's Minicio Essence, it goes here. Everything else goes into white, black, white. Now we come over here, right? If it's in here, white, black, white again, and it has an EMC value, it gets put into this energy condenser Mark II. If it doesn't have an EMC value, but is, say, I don't know, pink slime balls, it goes here, gets auto compressed, and fed into a KDS. Not the fastest, but again, I have time. I'm not that worried about it right now. And it's a whole lot quieter than the explosions were. Now, if it's not pink slime, doesn't have an EMC value, it ends up coming out over here. Which you can see here, I have a conduit line running down to the controller. And I've set this thing on a priority of -5. So it's going to try everywhere else first, and then it's going to go into the storage drawers. Right? I mean, it's not ideal, but it's not bad. And this thing's still chugging along. I got another stack and a half out of it. I'm almost getting as much from my mob farm now as I am just from the blaze rods. So, and this is a small mob farm. I mean, this thing could be a whole hell of a lot bigger. Which I'm thinking about doubling this somewhat. Soonish, I guess, because I have a lot of crafting to do. Come on, let me fly. There we go. So I'm going to need another mob farm and another blood altar. I can get by with a tier 1 altar. You don't have to have a multiple tier altar underneath the Well of Suffering. You just need to have a blood altar in general. But then I'm going to turn this one to auto crafting, and then we're going to hook up another Well of Suffering, probably another QDS, because two would be better than 1. But so on and so forth. Put the orb in the low tier altar that I'm not going to be using for crafting. I have it being fed by Well of Suffering. Now the Well of Suffering on, say, the second altar is going to feed LP into both of the rituals via that orb right there. So it all shares the same soul network, aka mine. But it's a thought, and you can see there's a lot of mobs spawning and dying constantly in that little room. It is, I think it's only like 11 by 11 by 7 or by 9. So, that's the thing. Over here we have our cows. Still getting milked. We're up to 8% now. Doesn't seem all that great until you realize that I need 100,000 bottles of milk. In which case we're doing all right, Slaughterhouse is over here. Still has power. I just rotated 180 degrees. And then I have fans blowing all my cows over that way-ish. They're not wanting to stay in front of the ranchers, but this is efficient enough for now. I've also turned off my auto spawner. I was getting way too many cows. Farming. So I set up an Ender.io farming station, right? Oh, it broke the hoe again. God. It can't use certain modded hoes, namely any of the hoes that actually are unbreakable. I haven't tried the Draconium one, but I really kind of doubt that it'll work in there either. Besides, it requires awakened tier items, and I am barely starting out in Draconium, aka I've got the ingots. So there we go. So right now I'm growing steel because I can, and saltpeter, right? Now this little gizmo here, the imaginary time block from Quantum Flux, does insane things to the growth of your plants, right? The farming station actually is having a bit of a hard time keeping up, and it's only half of its area being used right now. Between that and the sprinklers from Open Blocks. But you can kind of see, where is it? This thing, I think it's 4 blocks out. It's right about actually where the sprinklers are. In a cube, right? And it greatly accelerates the growth of the plants in there. 350, 250, 450, there we go. Back up. The thing can only accept so much power, though. It actually has a built-in RF limiter on it. I've got, I think, 32 exciter upgrades in that exciter on top there, and it just won't take the power. It just refuses to. I'm guessing that's to keep your server from dying, because it speeds up growth ticks in a 9x9 area around it. I believe it's a 9x9 cube. So, but right now, like I said, we have niter here, or saltpeter as the case may be, and we have steel over here, because, well, steel doesn't really have an EMC. It does, but it doesn't. The Quantum Flux steel has an EMC value. Yes, I will grant that. However, every recipe that says it produces Quantum Flux steel, no, it makes Tinker steel, which does not have an EMC value. So anything that goes in there comes out here. Getting a little bit of emerald essence. I do have a few of those crops still going. Minicio, I was growing it for a while, but yeah, I was starting to get overrun by essence and seeds in here. The steel now is getting shoved into here, which, oh, good lord. All right, you should probably come with me now. And then my saltpeter is going into a QDS. So, easy as can be. I'm 9% of the way to 10,000, so I'm not doing terrible. But between the number of cows, that thing doing a horrible, the imaginary time block, it does really bad things to servers. Which, ever since 1.3, you're running a server alongside your client. That's how Mojang decided to fix the people complaining that, oh, well, multiplayer's, a lot buggier than single player, and da-da-da-da-da. You made to make them the same. Well, you can't fix multiplayer things like lag and whatnot, right? Unless you're in the same room, distance play is a big issue. So you're going to get a little bit of lag, a little bit of latency, some dropped info going back and forth, drop packets. There's nothing you can do about it. So, to shut everybody up though, they made single player as buggy as multiplayer. Gotta give them props for that one. But, let's see, what else we got going on here? Oh yeah, diamonds now, cool. Go put these away, and then I'll see what else I've been up to off camera. I did get a couple of quests done between this episode and last, so let's take a peek at them, shall we? 14% on life essence now. My meat nuggets are done. 45,000 of them, easy enough. I get some villagers. That's kind of cool. My silica, I went ahead and turned the rest of it in. ME portable fluid storage. Not sure how often I'm going to use that. I don't really have a big call to be storing fluids, especially really in a portable manner. I usually use buckets. So, whoops. Hoarding hobby. The sewage is done as well, and that gets me a yellow heart canister. Which brings me up to 19 total hearts now. Which I just went to the end and came back. There we go. And I've been stuck at 10 health. When I came back from the end, it acted like I had died. It gave me the Soul Fray debuff, and I had no experience. And it wasn't the usual experience desync between dimensions, the game literally thought I died going through the end portal. Not fun. So next is sludge and then mushroom soup. Now, yeah, if you click on a cow with ancient spores in your hand, you can turn it into a mushroom. Fun facts are fun. So I'm probably going to siphon off a couple of those cows, get a couple more ranchers going. Bada boom, bada bing, mushroom soup. That's what, 25,000 buckets? 2,500 buckets. That's not terrible, I think. Should take 10-15 minutes once I get it set up. And then hoarding socially. I got the essence stone done. And get a red heart canister for that one. Whoop, 20 hearts now. Awesome. If only I can fly. There we go. So the essence stone, dead easy. QDS, crafter, essence, cobblestone, done. You needed 32 stacks of cobblestone, which is slightly more than a chest can hold. Oops. And 4 stacks of Minicio essence. And then you just let this little beauty do its magic, and you're done. It would have been a lot faster if I hadn't accidentally grabbed double compressed out of my my tablet instead of single compressed to move it all over at once. But other than that, yeah, it took, God, a minute and a half. I mean, it was pretty easy. I'm not going to lie there. Conduit facades, 3,001 of those. So, oops. Conduit facade. Do you have an EMC? You do. You have an EMC value of 8. One of these days, I'm just going to go through and bust out a bunch of quests that I can just run off as long as I have enough EMC. I mean, I'm more interested now in the ones that require crafting and whatnot than I am the oh god, I need 2,500 ink sacks. So I'm not going to set up a squid farm because I'm just going to have to tear it down right after I'm done anyway. How's the fish doing anyway? 14%. All right, cool. I still really haven't even started Britannia stuff either. My bad. Meat packer can probably go away. This chest, I believe, is... yeah, it's empty. So this can actually all go away here. I don't need it anymore. But, you know, I just haven't moved anything yet. By themselves, the machines are not doing a whole lot of bad things to the client or the server. They're just sitting idle, which is fine. Back up to 10 there, and here we have 37. I had, I think, 34-ish when I started recording. And I'm not sure how, but I broke this down. All right, come here. I broke this again. Wasn't even paying attention when I did it, so I'm not sure exactly what to undo. Let's see. In, out, okay, well, yeah. Extract wood logs to here. I guess I could filter it. That would take care of all the problems. Kinda. Because I still have an overflow problem with this chest. There's got to be a way to do the thing, right? Make it work like it's supposed to. But it's at 94%. So this should hopefully be the last time I have to feed it. Please God, let it be the last time I have to feed it. And then I can move on to making sawdust for other quests. Oh, let's see. Addiction, I think, had one. No, actually, addiction did not. Rehab, though, right? Yeah, Phytogrow. I believe used sawdust. Which only need 1,000 Phytogrow. That's not horrible. Bedrockium blocks. Yeah, I kind of looked at how to do that. Oh, yes, Ludicrite. I've started on doing this. And you'll notice there is no gigantic reactor around here. I found a workaround. Instead of making the reactor, all you need to do is make a cyanite reprocessor, right? It will turn 2 cyanite, excuse me, and a little bit of water, yeah, a bucket worth of water, 2 cyanite ingots, into 1 ingot of plutonium. Now, you need 4 ingots of plutonium per block of ludicrite. Now you may ask, how do you get cyanite? Well, it has an EMC value, right? That's a bit of a given. However, if you look up recipes, if you mix a yellorium ingot with 1 sand, you get cyanide. So you don't have to burn yellorium in your reactor to get cyanide to process it into plutonium to make your lutecrite. A lot easier way. And then, like, you know, I got a reservoir here feeding it water. I've got an energy condenser feeding it cyanide. Sorry, I had itch in my nose there. I'm just getting this more dark matter just because I need a total of 4,000 plutonium though. One of these machines by itself is not fast. You can tell, and there's really no way to speed it up. This is the default speed. This is what you got. It's not horrible, not great. I have time though, because I've been working on getting some storage stuff done. Now is there? Okay, well, first of all, you can come here with me. Is there like, here we go. What all recipes do we have here? Okay, we got silica, mystic quartz, which is titanium nether quartz. Okay. And you are used to make a blank circuit into an advanced circuit, which can do harmonic oscillators, storehouses. Well, on the spinny side. So storehouses, they post another thing normally. Excuse me. Yep, just saw that recipe. Intercrystal is used to make harmonic oscillators. Quantum disk, which is storehouse. And the harmonic oscillator has no real use. Okay. And the last thing is a blank circuit is silica and paper. I don't really see myself using the fabricator again in the future. So it can go away. These drawers can go away too, actually, I think. I don't think I'm really going to need them. So I love it when they bounce on top of each other like that. It just looks so weird. You're still running. Good. You are at 98% on the imperfect ritual stones. You still have stone. You are almost out of cobble, though. And actually, you hit that point where it's like, oh, nope. For some reason, the crafter will not pull the last stack out. No matter what. Apparently, I was a little bit off on my my EMC calculations. You know, I really would have thought that all those red matter furnaces, it would have been enough. But no, I was wrong. Oh well. Not really a huge problem. Not that worried about it. Item filter, blank slate. Okay. Let's see. Was there anything else? I'll have an Enderman statue now, or trophy, as well as a zombie trophy. Thinking about maybe trying some way to get more of those. Made some paintballs. Yeah, or matter balls. I can turn them into paintballs. It's kind of sort of one of the things I want a better storage situation, or better storage idea for. You know, got a solution. There we go. Can you tell it's almost midnight? I hope not. So, you know, let's go to places in these right there. I'm trying to kind of sort of keep everything gathered up, but really don't care. I'm not going to be interacting directly with the drawers once I get more of the system set up. I'm actually just right now kind of sort of killing time so I can get this this done. I'm at 98% still, huh? Nope, wrong thing. This. So lutecrite block, I need 1,000. So I need 4,000 of the plutonium. Draconium infused obsidian. I need 10,000 of those. What did I get again? Creative energy cell. Oh yeah, unlimited power. That's right. It's a shame I can't use a mining laser to get draconium though. So I am looking at what, 880 of these? Did I run out already? I did. Holy crap. I'm wondering, I was like, why is this taking so long? I was really off on my math then. Damn. Well, assuming my obsidian holds out, block quartz can go in there too, I guess, just to get rid of it. Then we should be done relatively quickly here. Come on, let me up. Saltpeter's going to town. Yeah, you can see how fast this thing, when it's going, it goes. It does seem to take a break once in a while. But trust me, when you have that, the imaginary time machine thing, imaginary time block, I'm sorry, you will burn through diamond hose in almost no time flat. And for some strange reason, when the farming station breaks a hoe, you will hear it anywhere in the dimension. Don't know why, but it'll surprise the hell out of you the first couple times so you figure out what's going on. Alright, quest delivery system, 96% on Sawdust. Cool. 16%. And I do have some extra, I got some imbues, I have some extra blanks. Got a pissed off Enderman up there. I set this beacon here to speed, just for ease of moving around. You can turn these into full beacon bases, by the way. Which, a little bit of a hassle, but I mean, it could be good. I mean, especially, you know, with Blood Altar, if you're doing the self-sacrifice route, regen, not to be sneezed at. Nothing else will really help, though. Jump boost, personally I find it kind of annoying, but, you know, is what it is. Resistance could be okay. Man, it's the only thing I don't want it for is fighting the bosses, though. So, maybe Guardian of Gaia. But that's about it. Well, the Wither can blow up a beacon, or at least the base. So can the Dragon. So those two are out right away. And really, like, what other bosses are there? There's the two Botania Guardians, and that's kind of about it. Oh, where are you at? So, you got 56 Solium Nuggets, huh? What can I make with Solium Ingots? Soul Pickaxe. It's got a pretty good durability. Ooh, will you work? That's a pain in the ass to get, though. Oh well. Soul Sword and Soul Cage. There's a quest for quite a few Soul Cages. And a Soul Spade. Come on, it should have been called the Soul Spoon. Alright, so, and I can make blocks of Solium. That's kind of about it. Okay, so I need to make a lot more Vile Essence. Okay, I think I can do it. I probably should look into Soul Shards again, too. See what I mean by that? You can hear that hoe break? But I'm like, well, would I get better results if I smelted gold instead? I don't know. It's things like that that I want to find out, though. Pass the information on. Make everybody's life a little bit easier. Alright, Diamond Hoe, go. Yep, and the emeralds are taking their sweet time. This will fairly explode as well as soon as it gets within the influence of the time block there. That's kind of what happened to everything else. And they're not very server friendly. So don't overuse them. But at the same time, they're a lot of fun. So use them. Just don't overuse them. 96% on that. Cool. And oh, we're done. Awesome. Let's have a celebratory steak. And here we go. 10 efficiency runes. And by the way, efficiency runes? No recipe. So the only way to get any of them is to go through and do the quest. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I didn't plan that, but let's just pretend I did, and I'm just like good at what I do. Oh, come on. And voila. Right, that should be all of our runes for tier 5 now. Now, don't really ask me off the top of my head what efficiency runes do. I can't really give you a detailed answer. I can tell you, though, they make everything better. Yep, current tier 5. Capacity 22,000 LP. That would be thanks to these augmented capacity runes here. Which I think I'm kind of... I should have stopped one earlier. Oh yeah, I have more runes of dislocation back here. And I started going with the second tier of capacity runes, because these ones give a flat 2,000 LP bonus. The next tier up gives a percentage bonus, and I think at 20,000 is where the other ones start becoming better. So, it could be 20, 22, 24, somewhere in there. But, you know, it's one of those things, you know, probably should look into. Ender Quarry upgrade base. How bad are you? Ender Quarry upgrade base is 4 Ender infused obsidian and a burnt quartz in a QED. Do you know how hard it is to automate a QED? It's damn near impossible. Alright, well, I got this. Ender flux crystals are actually relatively cheap, so I'm not too worried about that. But 1,000 of these things, that's going to be painful. Our pink slime blocks are 5%, which is 594. 10,000 of this was a little on the extreme side. Like 5,000 would have been fine. And you'd feel like you're actually making progress a bit more. Draconium nuggets. Let's just grab a stack of draconium, I guess. Turn in nuggets. Go here. May I submit? Claim my reward. And we now have unlimited applied energistics energy. Kind of a shame I'm not going to be using it, huh? And this is going to bug the hell out of me. You see these? 6 draconium nuggets. The only way to get nuggets is by converting ingots to nuggets, right? And there's no uses for them, so I would just have those 6 floating around until the end of time. I'll pass, thank you. Item fabricator, cool. Can go away. Just making sure it had an EMC value before I got rid of it. Creative energy cell, though. Maybe I'll have to use some AE stuff then, just so I have a reason, or, I mean, I have unlimited power, might as well, right? Is there anything that... Not really, I think. There's no real reason to have applied energistics. Fluix slabs, but you can EMC up Fluix. That's not a problem. Yeah, I'm not really seeing much anything. I can see a few things where if you had a complete AE system, you could have a lot of fun with. But the controller, come on here. I was looking forward to it. I felt like I was robbed. All right, we're back up to 5 already. How we doing? You are like barely skirting the edge here, aren't you? Have some dark matter. 98% done on compressed sawdust, though. Great. How much silica do I have left? I got, 11 stacks. And I have 7 stacks of plutonium now. Awesome. But what I'm going to go ahead and do now is I'm going to call this an episode. Pretty much the main thing that's going to happen off camera is as soon as this is done, it's getting removed and I'm putting a cache there. Actually, I don't need the cache anymore. Just need to remove this guy and the QDS. And this cache here can store up to 640,000 sawdust. Really not going to need that much. But it's nice to be prepared, right? And like I said, I'm just going to brute force a few more quests off camera. Hoarding Experiment has division sigils, rubber saplings, and ender lily seeds. Can't really brute force any of those easily. But like ink sacks, they have EMC. I need 4,500 of them. The armor I can do, the safari nets I can do. The vine scaffolding, it requires... Actually, I think I can brute force those once I make one of them. Name tags, world domination. You know, it's some of the easier ones, just throw resources at it until they go away. Saddles I can do. Dark boots, the ender, compass, conduit probes, bone crooks, stone wands, drums. Don't think I can do a landmine though. Dark oak trim, no I can't. Pavestone break, probably not. Hoarding problem. What else can I brute force here? Records. Potions, believe it or not. You can actually brute force them. Peonies, I need one, and then I can brute force it. Or I can do it the fun way. Haven't decided which one I'm going to do yet. Conveyor belts. Carpet, kinda can. I just need an auto chisel. Living wood, no. Sea lantern, no. Dry plane sponges, yes. As soon as I get my my sawdust, I can auto craft those and ram them through real quick. How many do I need? 67, 67. Make sure you make the right ones. Yeah, I plan on it. You pick the ones that are pain in the ass. Brute force plus an auto chisel, which they work pretty quick, especially if you put a speed upgrade in them. Repair talisman times 10,000. How do I even make? I keep meaning to look at this one, right? Whoop. Repair, right? Repair talisman is covalence, dust, one of each or two of each tier, string and paper. So it has an EMC value. On a pedestal, repairs nearby players' items, restores 1 durability every second. Interesting. That's kind of cool. Wonder how well it works with modded materials. MSG I can brute force, right? And that will give me a 16,384 kilobyte storage. Mana powder cannot brute force though, unfortunately. I wonder. I'm going to feel really smart if these things have an EMC. Milk bottle does. Oh, God. So, milk has an EMC. I knew that because you can get a bucket of milk, right? And that is a cool little pin and all. I do not need it. Do not want it. I would like to get rid of all the entities over there. Entities not really a bad thing. The pathfinding is a bad thing. The more pathfinding there is going on, the more the server has to think. And Minecraft doesn't like to think. It just likes things to run smoothly. Right? Now. Okay, that'll be a lot less. And they stack up 16. $100,000. I need 16 of them. I need 1.6 million EMC for this quest. Minus what I've already done. Which, God, I really should have looked at this like last episode. It'd be done by now. So I'm just going to I'm going to toss those in there as well. And I'm going to try out my guitar on cows. Right? It tends to make things die in one hit. Oh yes, and the constant mobs falling out of the world thing. That is in part to the mob farm, actually. Whenever things die, name mobs die to the Well of Suffering ritual, it says they fell out of the world. Which is how things are able to kind of get squished by it without... There's a lot of cows in the corner. That is a lot of cows in the corner. What happens if I kill one? No? Oh, wow. That is a lot of cows, like, wedged in there. Well, I got them all to face... Oh, Jesus. Okay. That's where, okay. But that's how it kills things, the compressed mobs, without them having them blow up, right? It just treats them like, oh, you found the void. So I was kind of wondering what mechanic worked on that, and that's it. It treats them as if they get voided, so which works. But let's get this stuff put away here. Minicio, uncommon loot bag, uncommon loot bag. 0 of 512 fluid bites used. Is that 512 buckets, maybe? I doubt it. I hope it's not 512 metal buckets, because it's useless and it only holds half a bucket. What the hell? Alright, so milk bottles will get taken care of soon. I just wanted to take a quick peek on here, which almost none of these can be brute forced, actually. Fluid slabs can kind of be. Red matter furnace definitely can be, actually, but it's, I mean, 100 times 10 million, so you're looking at over a billion EMC to do that. I don't think pretty much anything else here can be brute forced, though. Which is how it should be for the top tier, right? Our saltpeter, though, is 25% done. And as soon as that's done, I can pretty much rip this farm out. And then I can move my my little time machine over to a tree farm. See how well that works. But I need to get sludge somehow. Trees seem to give more sludge than crops. Bit of a hint there. And they seem to more sludge faster. So, I need rubber saplings, right? Well, there we go. But I've gone on long enough now. So, until next time, signing out. Have fun.